Okay, so here we are playing Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, so we're going to want to press start, and go to new game, and go to end. So you're going to want to walk forward, you're going to want to talk to Fudge. Again, you're going to talk about this. This isn't really how this happened in the movie or book, but whatever. So follow him up to your room, which is up here. Okay, so he's giving you these cards, and it says you can use them in a magical encounter, which you can, but I choose not to, as you'll see. I prefer to redeem them for rewards. Usually works out a whole lot better. I mean, if you collect all of a certain category, you can level up. So I find that to be more helpful than using them in magical encounters, but again, your choice. Yeah. So if you remember the scene from the movie, it actually is basically like a magical encounter with a book, the Monster Book of Monsters. And so this is going to be your first magical encounter. You're going to have to fight the book. And hopefully if you're watching this, you actually know how magical encounters work already. But you'll see. First spell you're going to use is probably Incendio, just because it's the most powerful. And rather than waste magic points, you could use another spell, but I'm just going to use Flipendo because I know that it'll probably do what I need it to do. And did. Okay, so it's telling you how to equip things, but I'll go through that after this cutscene. So press start, and go to status equip, cloak, and you can equip the school robe, which as you can see upped your defense by 3. Then just go back out and go over and open this chest, get an Albus Dumbledore collector's card, which never sucks, and go downstairs. Before you go ask Tom to open this chest, Helga Hufflepuff collector's card, then talk to Tom. And here we go down to the cellar. What an astute observation, Harry. Okay, so, apologies if the music at any point kind of just, like, skips around. My screen recorder only goes for 5-minute intervals, so I have to stop and start video, but I'm never gonna skip anything. So, now you're down in the basement. Cellar. If you go over to this gap, you can cast Lumos, and it will give you this bridge. Okay, so now you've leveled up. Your magic points and stamina points are all fully recharged. And basically you've overall got more stamina and more magic points now. So switch back to Flipendo. If it'll let you cast the spell. Okay, so these blobs are magical encounters. The first thing I like to do if I haven't already encountered something is cast Informus, because it helps you see which spells defeat which things. Different things work on different animals, and as you can see for this rat, Vertimilius is probably our best bet, just because we don't have any of the other spells, and yeah. So the rat's gonna attack. And if you get lucky, their attacks will miss. Usually it happens when they're a little bit lower in stamina. And again, I'm just going to use Flipendo, even though I know Vertimilius is more effective. So you gain experience. Here we go. And now you have another item if you want to equip it, which I think I will. Equip boots. Sneakers. It does take your agility down, but in my opinion, I think defense is more important than agility. So that's just what I'm going to choose. So, keep walking. And also, if you get into a magical encounter and you don't think it's worth your while to stay in it, I would just flee. That's usually what I do. Cast a spell. Okay. So that'll refill stamina if you find yourself running low. And normally I do stop and use Informus on all magical encounters, just because I like to complete my Folio Broody. But in this case I'm not, just for time's sake. Okay, so it's a Fauna Web Spider. We're gonna want to use Flipendo as soon as it's done. And the next blast with Flipendo should get rid of it. Here's hoping. Critical hit! Hey, we got it. Okay, here we go. Through the cellar again. So, you can go that way, but there's a big gap in the path. So you're going to use Flipendo on that block. And go through here. And try to avoid that thing. So, go ahead, cast Lumos, and keep walking. You'll see there's this door thing here which will open. There is a chest up here, like in this area, but it has an antidote to common poison, which I don't think I need, so I'm just going to keep going. And here's a giant rat. Oh, phone's ring. Be right back. Be right back. Sorry, I'm back. Now we're going to fight this giant rat. And I'm gonna first use my Grand Wiggenweld potion, just because the rat will completely annihilate me on the next turn if I don't. Here's praying that this rat doesn't kill me. Well, I have been defeated. So, if you don't know, when you pass out, you usually start from some, like, retry point. I'm gonna wait for this to die out. You may find it helpful to train a little bit with other magical encounters, which I am going to do right now, and I know I said I wouldn't skip anything, but just for time's sake, not making this video too long, I'm gonna skip it, so I will be right back.